Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. 'Tis I, thefatwikingknight, coming to you with a super sped up version of today's episode. We have a lot of digging to do, and we've been digging for quite some time, so I kind of get obsessed. Just a smidgen, and by a smidgen I mean completely obsessed with one singular project, so much so that I cannot do anything else. And in this Minecraft world, this is exactly what has befallen me. I have taken on this momentous task of taking this area and hollowing it out very, very far down. And when it started, it was going to be just a little pond, just that. But my inner impulse control took over, and lo and behold, didn't quite happen that way. I started expanding it, first lengthwise, then widthwise, and then depthwise, and then widthwise again, and then lengthwise again. I literally have expanded this thing roughly 6 to 8 times now, and I've spent the better part of 40 to 50, maybe 70 hours digging out this huge, gaping hole. For what? I don't know. I know exactly what I want it to be, but in terms of getting to that point, we are still very, very far away from that. And that's just something that we'll have to figure out. The truth is, I quite enjoy Minecraft, but I tend to get myself a little bit burnt out because I do stupid things like this. I've never learned to build small. I've never learned to just be at peace with building something that you are capable of building in a timely manner. I've never had those inhibitions. And when I started this initial base, I thought the same thing. I'm going to build something that is manageable. It's not going to be one of those massive projects that I never finish. It's not going to be a crazy journey and take us hours and hours and hours and thousands of Minecraft days to finish. Well, obviously, if you've made it this far, you can clearly ascertain that I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. So we're digging out this gigantic ocean here, and it is taking a long, long time. I have gone back and done other things in the meantime, but for the most part, well, we've spent a lot, probably 200 to 300 days digging at this moment, and when you're only able to exert a half hour to an hour a day playing after you get home from work and such, it's very, very hard to pull off a ambitious project of this magnitude. And that is something that I fail at consistently. I'm proud to say, and also annoyed to say at the same exact time. I always take the world and I let it speak to me with what I want to build. I never go in with a preconceived notion of, ooh, this is going to be it. I just simply create a rule for me to follow. And in following the rule, I let my creativity flow and I just let things go as far as they can go. The only issue is my rules do not restrict the size of my build. And I believe that is something I need to do going forward. I don't have as much time as I used to play this game. I could sit down, play for 4 or 5 hours a day because, didn't have a job and I was still a child. Now I get home, work is 10 hours, the drive is a half hour, you got to take the dogs out, which is about half hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and you got to do that twice. Then you got to make yourself some food and all of these things, and just time is of the essence, and it's not something that I have a lot of leisure doing anymore. So we may go back to our normal episodes here, just trying to do something 15 minutes a day. I think I can manage that. Do some nice recording with that, and do what we did for the very first series. And although it was kind of crazy and a little bit spammy because, I don't have a whole lot of time and it was putting it out every single day, I may try something similar again. Maybe every other day, like 4 days a week or so, instead of our one ranty episode every week. At least then we can make some more Minecraft progress. And really, that's what you guys are here for anyway. It's not to hear me rant. The ranting is just a side notion that I do for myself. And it's hard to get off the edge, right? Because I would do the ranting episodes even if not a single person was listening, because again, it is for me. And I've kind of realized over this past year or two of me putting out consistent episodes that that's not really the case. It really should be for you guys, but I still need to be able to rant. So maybe we do 4 episodes a week. 3 of them being Minecraft and 1 being a rantisode. And just try to make it more about the game and less about what I've got going on in life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, all that jazz. And just focus on the projects at hand. Granted, it's still going to take a astronomically long time before we are able to finish them. And I know that, and that's okay. The scope of the project that we have chosen is a big one. It is pretty massive, even though it did not start out that way, and it is just continually growing like the size of this hole, which has also continued to grow. Looking back at this video, we have done a lot more recording to this, but most of them have been digging. So I really need to take a look and see what we can do about that. Make it into a grand montage of progress being made very soon here. But you'll have to let me know one particular thing. Did the quality of the video go up or down with this recording? I am starting my journey to learn DaVinci Resolve 20 right now, instead of the program that I was using, because although it was easy, I didn't like the things that kind of did, and that scared me a little bit. It's what we've been using to kind of quote-unquote edit for a long time, and it's what I've been using to do my voiceovers in, but now we've moved over to DaVinci Resolve 20, and so I am a noob. I'm starting again at square freaking one, and I don't know a whole lot. I don't. What I do know is I enjoy this freaking game, and I want to share my enjoyment of this game with other people. And I think that is a very difficult thing for me to do. So we do one of 2 things here. We do more episodes, you get more Minecraft, we talk about the Minecraft as it's getting done. Or we do 1 episode a month, and I try to make things work in the same regard. Try to put out a better video because, in the course of a month, we might be able to get 5-6 hours or so of playing the game. We might be able to make things happen, though I will have to spend a little time editing. I think it could work out in my favor. Then we get things done, and we start the ground running with a big episode. Kind of do like a world tour, like the world so far, and just see what's going on, what's what, and try to get a bigger audience going with that. One other thing I know is inhibiting any growth, and I know this fully, is that I don't do other content. I don't have a TikTok. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Tumblr, a Reddit, a Vine, a Pinterest, a Twitter, a whatever. I don't have it. And as a result, I cannot simply grow an audience from this one platform. It doesn't work like that. You have to be able to diversify and put different kinds of content into different places. And if I truly want to grow, I need to figure that out, because maybe, just maybe, we can grow just a little bit. The goal is 1,000. Like, I don't ever see myself exceeding 1,000, but the goal's 1,000. And it's a goal that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and know that that is something that's probably achievable. I can put out YouTube Shorts because that is technically on the same platform, but as far as distributing them, I don't know why I said it that in a weird way, but as far as distributing them in a wider capacity, I think that is very difficult. And if I was going to do it, I need to take that time and actually do it right. We need to make thumbnails, which I have never made in my life, and I'll have to learn how to do that. We need to post to all the different socials and acquire all the different socials. But that comes with a whole new problem because I know me, and I know scrolling dooms me. It really, really dooms me, and I don't like that. That is why I got rid of all social media to begin with, because I just don't do anything about it, and it is overwhelmingly a source of just negativeness for me. So I have avoided it at all costs. So maybe we start with the shorts, and we'll go from there, and hopefully we don't need to go much further than the shorts, but goal's 1,000, we're going to try to make it work. So you guys will have to let me know which format you want, whether it's less videos but more Minecraft content, whether it's more Minecraft content, more videos, but less progress, even though I'm still not making as much progress as I originally would have liked, or, you know, any combination of those things. I still want to be able to rant, and maybe we have to change the episodes to make them a little bit more rant-friendly, at least change the title, change the description, add a background track or something like that so that it's nice and you don't just have to listen to my voice. I don't know. Either way, I need the ranting sessions. It's not something that's ever going to stop, and it's something that I have done as far as I can remember, honestly. I've ranted in some way, shape, or form, whether it's pen to paper, whether it is on a video format, whether it's on a live stream. I've ranted, right? I rant and rant and rant about a lot of things because talking and airing things out into the open seems to help me and give me some kind of clarity, which is something that I really often need. Got to figure out what I'm doing, how to do it, and talking it in a verbal capacity really allows me to get that kind of clarity, to figure things out in a much different capacity than I could have ever hoped. And it's a very, very nice thing, but it's also a very difficult thing for me to do. It's super simple. Pick up the mic, start ranting about whatever is on my mind that given day, but it is still a lot, you know? There's a lot of ranting for me, and I know no one, including myself, wants to hear me talk that much. So I can only imagine you guys thinking like, oh, shut the fuck up, you know? And that's fair, that's valid, because I know I'm talking way too much and always have and always probably will. It's weird because I'm like an extroverted extrovert. Extroverted introverter? Introverted extrovert. Yes, something like that. I think that is what I am. I'm a little bit of both. And as a result of being a little bit of both, it's just one of those things that you have to deal with. I'm very good at talking your ear off if I know you, but to everyone that I don't know that's maybe or may not be listening, it's really easy to tell you what's on my mind too, because I don't know you, and so there's no adverse consequences for me telling this to random people, right? It's just not a thing that I care about. It's just something that I need to often and frequently get off my chest. But I digress. So I really want to get back into Minecraft is the low and short hanging fruit of this. I just don't know and need to figure out a way, a capacity that we can do this. So there's one more choice that I didn't really think about until now, but I could potentially start a new world. new rules in that new world and make it a much more palatable series that you get more often than not, right? Like, do maybe 2 episodes a week, do 1 of that series, 1 of this, and it'd be really easy to just do that, talk about the Minecraft, but it would also slow progress down on this world. So it's really hard to say which I want to do, because I've also been playing a lot of TFT. I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile too. The new Grounded game comes out in a month. I'll be playing that. The new Path of Exile League comes out in a month. I'll be playing that. There's just so many things that my aversion has gone to. And then I have to still write on the side. I still have to figure things out. I still have to cook. I have to meal prep. I have to work out. I have to do all of these things. And I know it's just me talking smack about myself here, because it's a time management issue, and although I feel I'm doing a pretty damn good job of the whole time management thing, I guess I could always be better, and I know that. I could always figure out a way to do more given the time that I have, spend less time watching videos, even though I pretty much have resorted to just watching videos on my phone while I am playing Minecraft or whatever game now. But I don't know. It's hard to figure out. And I'd be open to playing a new series. I just would worry that bouncing back and forth between 2 series is a very difficult thing. Because I know me, and I'm going to want to do the same thing. I'm going to want to make a gigantic, overwhelmingly large build, because I can't make small builds unless I make the rules constrained to that specifically. I don't know. Maybe that series links you to my ranting series, and then you're okay with listening to my rants for 20 minutes once a week or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I still don't care if anyone, a single person, listens to my rants. They're really for me. They're not for you. They just happen to be rants that are paired with Minecraft episodes, because I also am playing a lot of Minecraft, and that's just how it goes. It's weird because these videos, although not technically edited most of the time, are still kind of edited. Like, I chop it up, I get rid of the things where we're flying back and depositing our materials. A lot of the times I just get rid of that, cut it out. But then I keep it the same speed, and then I just hit the voiceover button on whichever program I've decided to use that day. And I just keep going with the voiceover until I'm done ranting. So I do it in one take, and it's not like it's chopped up into a plethora of other things. That's why you also hear me just randomly mess up words and not go back and fix them in the edit or anything like that. It's because I can't. It's literally in one take. Could I stop it and repair it? I could, but I just don't feel the need to do that. And so I don't. You know, you can hear my misspokens and all of that. It doesn't really bother me. I'm just trying to air out what I've got going on in my brain, try to figure it out and exercise the capacity just a little bit. But, you know, I truly, truly digress. So, you guys will have to let me know, if you made it through this far, which version would you like? Would you like more Minecraft episodes that are shorter, about 15 minutes each, on a new series or on this series? And we talk about what we're doing while we're doing it and try to imagine the vision for you guys in terms of a actual Minecraft playthrough. Do you want me to keep going with the rant-episodes every Sunday and just rant until my heart's content? Do you want me to start a new world, new rules, smaller restrictions on me, and do small episodes like that every couple days or every 2 days, every 3 days, whatever, couple episodes a week maybe, and you'd get more Minecraft content. You'd get to hear and explain and like treat the thought process as its own thing. Or we continue doing this and we change it to once a month to do a gigantic episode where I can put 5 to 6 hours in and try to give you actual Minecraft content. You'll have to let me know which you prefer, which you may or may not want. But that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, ciao.